So if you travel with your gong, you definitely need at least a bag, a travel bag, to put the gong in. You can purchase these bags quite easily. They're made to the size of the gong. They're coated inside with a soft covering to protect the gong surface. And you just simply, when you put the gong in the bag or on the ground, always place it face down, so the rim is facing up to keep the compression off the edge of the rim. These soft cases we just showed you are very good when you have the gong in your possession at all times. But when you give them to people who don't love the gongs like you do, you're going to need what they call a hard case. Generally, these go up to a size 32-inch gongs. Beyond that, you're going to have to ship the gongs in a box if you travel somewhere. Now, the other thing to keep in mind with these gongs, if we can turn this around and show you the back of the gong a little bit here, is that you want to check periodically, like this, when this cord is knotted at the back of the gong. If you pick the gong up and pull the cord out a little bit, you'll see if there's any wear here. This is where the wear will occur, where it chews up. And this is usually where the gong will break, right here. Not up here, but oftentimes right here. If your gong ever makes a very strange sound, like a buzzing sound, it sounds like it's buzzing, it's like, what's this? And the people are like, oh, my gong is broke, or something's wrong with the gong, or the stand is shaking. A lot of times what you're hearing is these cords where the end of the cord has turned up and is touching the surface of the gong or the rim. And even that little touch of the cord against the gong will buzz. And it can be very loud sometimes. So if you ever get a buzzing gong, you want to check to make sure that this knot in this cord is not touching against the surface to create that buzz. That's really about the only thing that you're going to find that's going to create a problem for you with a gong. If these are held and played well, they will last a lifetime or multiple lifetimes. They may last longer than almost any musical instrument, right? They're only metal. So one thing to consider when taking care of your gong is if it's been exposed to a wide range of temperature changes. Like you play it outside, you bring it inside, you play it at the beach, then you put it on the plane to travel home with, for example. This rapid change between the outer environment and an inner environment, particularly something very cold like a plane or maybe cold weather, can create some damage to the gong. Particularly if you've been in a place where the air might have some salt in it, like near the ocean. You can sometimes have corrosion occur on the surface of the gong where you see little blue or gray spots start to pock the surface. And this is a very bad thing. So you want to be very careful when you take gongs traveling or outside that you wipe them down, you make sure there's no moisture apparent anywhere on the gong surface when you pack them up. And then it's going to probably be fine for a change of temperature. Sometimes it may take a while for the gongs to acclimate to a new environment. So if you bring the gong in from being shipped and it's been really cold when it was shipped to you, you might need to let it sit for a while in your home or your studio and let the gong normalize a little bit in temperature. It won't hurt the gong, but the sound may be a little different than you expect. I've had several people tell me they order a gong, they get it home, and they play it right out of the box and go, this didn't sound like I wanted it to sound. 2 or 3 days they play it, it sounds great. So there's that too. The other thing that people may not understand is that these cords that hold the gongs, when they first come to you, they tend to be pretty stiff and they don't have as much give or play to them. And so some of the sound is a little restrained. But as you play the gong and the cord starts to gently stretch and the movement becomes more free, then the sound can get richer and better. So oftentimes these gongs actually improve with age with the sound, how they're played. And they hold their sound and value through all the years. When you're moving the gong and placing it on the stand, you only want to touch the rim and the back of the gong. You very much want to avoid putting the fingers anywhere on the surface. Pick it up by the back of the rim or use gloves and then hang one at a time over the cord and have that stability here as you hang the gong in this fashion. You might need 2 people, some to hold the bottom of the gong, particularly if it's heavy, to get the weight down, and then just as it sinks down, all right? If you're using rawhide cord like most gongs come with, it's advantageous, it's to your benefit, to take the ends of the cord and soak them in water let them get supple and soak in water. Tie the knot after they're supple from the water. Then when they dry really hard and tight. The knot gets tighter and it's less likely to come undone. So it's really basically pretty simple to how to take care of a gong. And the other thing is gongs love to be played. They really enjoy you playing them. So if you have a gong, please let it be played. If you can't play it, let someone play it. It's the nature of the gong itself to want to be played and to be enjoyed and heard. So that's really how you take care of your gong.